your abs.
we had friggin' internet problems right off the get-go this time.
Yes.
So sorry about the semi-late start.
Like I was saying before, do you know what doesn't go good with oil stains? Oh.
Yeah. Oh, hey, let's try that again.
Weirdo.
But good to have y'all here. If you want to switch back, just make sure that we actually started streaming. It doesn't look like it's caught up yet, but
Yeah, 25 seconds.
outstanding. But yeah, welcome to the podcast. We're excited. We've had a little bit of difficulties going off the start. Go ahead and we're gonna go over a few things this week. We'll be doing, first of all, obviously we're gonna kind of hang out for a second while we wait for everything. Yeah, while we wait for everything to kind of get caught up. I'm not sure why it's not catching up. This is very strange.
We're recording.
Yeah, I don't know. Gonna hang out for a second because it's not wanting to go.
Let's just go in that way without difficulties.
You want to have big difficulties? Why? You're the only person in the world that I know who wants large difficulties.
I see. It depends on what the difficulties are. Your initial idea was sexual. That's what you were saying. Oh.
Yay!
Oh,
look at us!
We
back! We made it! No promises that the stream will stay up, but hey, welcome to the podcast. So here we are. Little rough start. But we're here. We're gonna do our best. If our internet cuts out again, I'm not sure what the deal is here at this residence. We may have to move somewhere else next week to ensure that we don't keep dropping you guys like this. But glad to have y'all here. You guys have a good week other than the shenanigans that just went down?
Yeah.
I did pretty good, yeah. I had a good weekend.
I mean,
Pretty good.
I really wish y'all could have been here about 10 minutes ago, and Jamie was she was right behind me. I wanted to start streaming so bad early to see I could see.
The Disney tunes are on point.
Yeah,
right?
she was doing a little sing dance for us, and
I was singing The Little Mermaid. The song about things. I don't even know what it's called.
which is actually perfect because that's how the song goes.
Yeah.
But what's it called? A fork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
I heard it. I wasn't here for it.
Because Ariel is my favorite, and somebody mentioned, he's wearing
head on the plane.
mermaid shorts, so it made me think of it, and then it got stuck in my head.
Are those really mermaid shorts?
No, they're
No.
A1 shorts, but they look like.
They kind of look mermaidish.
Yeah, I don't wear leggings all the time. It's just during kickball.
I'm a little disappointed now.
Go ahead and knock that one out. Sorry.
So first and foremost, let's talk about the upcoming WAKA Regional. You'll probably hear this several times tonight. We really want to push it because it's coming up next month. And I know a lot of you guys are touch and go in the podcast. You'll watch for a little while and you come back to it later. So we want to make sure that each group of people who come into view, they get a little reminder, if you will. So it's going to be May 21st. It starts at 9 a.m. I think the price of it has gone up now.
$5.
Yeah, it went up $5 last week. We mentioned that on last week's podcast. But it's over in Virginia Beach at the Princess Anne complex. Did we play there last time we had the regional?
No, this is a new field. It's a really nice field, so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. For some reason, I thought it was the same field we played at last time. No, that was Nike Park.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was out in
Nike Park.
Carrollton.
Yeah.
Carlton.
The after party, that's the best part of all this. It's at Peabody's this year. You get free beer from 7-Eleven. They have 5 kegs.
Yeah.
5
so
kegs.
come drink it. Sign up.
Play.
Come drink the beer.
Pay money to play kickball, but then you drink all that back over the course of your time at Peabody's. So it's like
it's true.
Yeah.
Random fact.
And also $3 well drinks. At the hotel there at the oceanfront, the Holiday Inn oceanfront, it's $159 a night. That way, excuse my French here, you can get shithoused and you can Uber real close back to the field or to your hotel right there. You don't have to worry about drinking and driving or doing anything stupid, getting a DUI.
Are you drunk in public?
I'll promise you that I'll pick you up, but then I'll never show up, so don't count on that.
Random fact about beer and kegs. I found this out at my job today.
For beer that you don't finish in a keg, we literally have to not leak it out, but we have to put a little thing, basically a tap, and literally shoot out what beer doesn't get drank. So
it all goes to waste?
To complete waste.
There you have it. Don't make us waste any kegs. All right?
Please
Just sign
don't.
up and come out and play and drink beer and have fun. It's a lot of fun.
$55 for an S ton of beer, and some friends, and kickball.
Well, friends, who cares about those?
Yeah.
It's the alcohol, really.
Yeah.
You can deal with the friends.
I'm going to win, guys, so I'm not your friend.
Exactly. So friends, no, you're not here to make friends. You're here to win. Unless you're in the charity side. We always say it's for charity, but we all know we're still competitive. But yeah, there's 2 different divisions this year. There's like that if you want to go out and just have fun and do your own thing. There's the charity division. I think it's like $10 cheaper or $5 cheaper than the actual.
I think it's $10 cheaper.
Yeah, than the actual competitive division. Obviously, the competitive division is exactly what it sounds like. It's where teams will be a lot more competitive.
Yeah.
But I think in the competitive division there's a cash prize, but whereas the charity one, obviously the money goes to charity. So
that's why they're calling it a charity.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just figured it out.
Why?
I like it.
Finally figured it out.
So last week we had a bunch of games, I guess. They were pretty cool first week. First week's always a little rusty.
I was horrible at picking games.
How do you say it?
Yeah, I did. I literally just did it at the 20%.
We may be back on in a second. We'll see. Looks like it's loading back up. You can switch back to me. Hey!
Alright, we're back.
We'll try to get those. For some reason, the connection keeps dropping us off for some reason. We'll fix it as much as we can. We'll update you guys on the chat as soon as we realize it happens. For you guys, just so y'all notice, that little orange light in the left-hand corner where it says stream, when that starts blinking orange or blinking, we've lost connection. That way we can fix it faster.
So long story short, Megan, we're going to have to let you get better internet. Not let you, but you need to get better internet.
Or next week, we'll just run an Ethernet cable directly from the modem over the
that,
computer. Make it a little bit more.
Megan's not watching the podcast, so I'm going to put her on blast. She'll text me tomorrow.
So we want to talk about week 1 games?
Yeah, week 1, like we said, Jeremy blew all of his picks for the most part. I think maybe he got 1 or 2 right. That's embarrassing.
I think he got 4. Let's give him a little credit.
As long as, like I said, I got the upset of the week for me personally. It was Rumspringa, so I'm completely fine with Rumspringa tying the ball game and me getting, what is it? I think 3.5 points. I'll definitely take that all day. I'm completely fine with that.
Where is right there. Josh got 7 out of 9, and I got 6.
It is the captain of Smokin' Buns, not Casey Heck. I always want to say that for some reason, not sure why, but Tim Nellis. He was also the ref of the Rumspringa JFK game, which it was a tie game at the end of the game, 3-for-3. I heard Rumspringa made a great, I believe it was a comeback to tie the game. Obviously, whenever you're playing JFK, you've always got a handful. I did catch some of the Kilts foul balls game, which ended up being 6-1, and I picked foul balls to win everything in that division. Guys, me down here. All right.
I picked you guys too, so.
You know that.
I'm gonna step it up a little.
I mean, I did pick against y'all this week. I got that pick right, but I picked you guys going forward, so.
To win the whole shebang.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it doesn't start this week because they play hot dogs and tacos, so I'm going to go ahead and just get that out of the way. I hope you don't plan starting this winning streak this week. Not going to happen. You'll see the highlights. I'm just saying.
So, and then the pitches be crazy and balls and dolls game.
I caught the end. That's the one I caught the end of.
How did they look? That's Will's team, right? Will McKendry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kristen has pitches be crazy.
Yeah, pitches be crazy. Their girls were really on point.
Really on point.
Yeah, they played really well, from what I saw, anyways. But
in that one inning, what do you say?
In that one inning, give us a breakdown of both teams,
Okay.
what you think their final records are going to be, and who's getting plucked away from one of those teams to another team.
Y'all are asking too much. Right?
Like we said
I
before,
can't do that.
make us talk about you. So
Yeah.
you might want to do highlights, guys. I'm just throwing it out there. If you don't have a GoPro,
We can't possibly see all of the games.
Yeah,
So-
we did get some good footage this week from Brian Neal, from Jeremy. Jamie took the ones. I was useless. I didn't. I just shouted a lot at people.
PBJT, why don't you do some offense and defensive videos, and then we'll actually get them on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And guys, when you cut all those videos, if you send them to us, I mean, we've got some video coming up shortly, not right this second, but of full game highlights from beginning to end. I know that takes time, but it's going to be pretty neat. Now, the Alcoholics forcing third game. I thought this was going to be a great game. Both rookie teams coming into the league. Alcoholics was a rookie team last year.
Yeah.
Forcing third. It's like which I found out at the bar this week. They're like a group of friends. They've been a group of friends for like forever. And then they have the hat. Everybody wears the hats and the brand FMB, which is Family More Than Blood.
I never found that out.
Yeah, we were all wondering beforehand. What
Yeah,
that
everybody
meant,
was scared to ask,
Yeah.
except for me.
Because the guesses that we had were not appropriate for YouTube, so we'll just leave it at that. Dude, I know I walked by and I was told the game was what, 11-zip at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, forcing. I mean, it's their first week out.
Their very first game.
They said they've been practicing with themselves, so they have like 6 people in the field, and like they'd be playing like little mini scrimmages and stuff. And you don't really know the speed of the game until you play another team. Even if the team has only played one season, you know they have 8-9 games on you.
Yeah.
So
Wake up call.
I saw a lot of mental mistakes by the rookie team. Obviously, they didn't know all the situations. But it was awesome that afterwards at the bar, you know, everybody was going up to them, and I posted about it on the page. Inviting them out to practices and telling them to bring their team out to their other practices, and we'll come to your practice. And there was a lot of drunken debauchery. No, a lot of drunken advice going back and forth. So it was really good to see. They said they were enjoying it, even though they lost 12-0. They said that was a learning experience and they had a lot of fun. So that was good. And we did get footage of that game, but Brian Neal, he took footage of 3 games on that field, so he couldn't cut up all the footage. It takes a while. So
it took me an hour and a half to cut up one game. I think that's gotta be a ton of work, especially with his job and commissioning. So.
And then Manny Zapata, I don't remember who was talking. You were in that game, so
In the decomb game,
yeah.
that was a really good game. We held them to 0 until the very last inning, and then they scored 3 runs on us, which was a little disappointing, but you know, they're a good team. There's not really a whole lot you can do.
Yeah, it was
I mean, we had a couple minor errors, but they're a good team.
Wasn't it like 0-0 going into like the 4th or 5th inning?
It was 0-0 until the 5th inning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys helped Plan B, no runs.
Until the last inning. Yeah.
I blame Megan Kramer.
What?
No, she got mad at me on a different league. So I'm like, oh yeah,
I'm
Cosmo's
actually gonna
girlfriend.
blame Curtis on this one because they had bases loaded and Sarah Schmidt came up to kick and she fouled one off and Curtis had it in his fingertips and dropped it. And then her very next
that's
kick,
right.
she
had
drove
it.
in 2 runs.
Oh my God, I
No,
do
my-
remember that now.
Was that on a foul ball or was like?
It was on a foul ball
behind?
back by the like going towards the fence, like the
Yeah,
chain
like
link
she
fence.
popped it up behind her
On
and
the
he
first
ran.
field when you first walk in the.
Okay. It's not easy to do. I mean, coming from a catcher myself, those pop-ups
I
behind
know.
you,
Oh,
I know.
no,
I just
no,
want to
it's
put the
so
blame on
effing hard.
somebody.
Yeah,
not a joke.
But yeah, Plan B ended up winning 3-0. Manny Zapata actually recorded that whole game. He bought a GoPro just for this game, just so he could record it and have the highlights and send them in, and he never hit record. So we don't have any footage from that game. Thank you, Manny Zapata. Next time before you bring a GoPro out to the field, make sure you know how it works before you set it up. And
set the box up there. Like, hey,
he
we're
said
gonna
his phone died, but I feel like your GoPro should still record if your phone dies. I don't know how they work though. So
I have no idea.
It's like a
I
camera.
don't
There's
know.
one right behind you. You just literally push a button and it starts recording. But Manny, there's a little button.
There's a
up on
button
top.
on the top.
Yeah, you just push
press
it on the camera and start
and
recording.
it records.
What does it have to?
But he has a Hero
connected
3.
to your phone.
It's basically the same. You don't have to do it through your phone, but I mean, it's literally that simple.
That's a microphone.
It's a microphone
And it
with
keeps
the
the
wing
wind.
cover.
It's really.
It looks like a
cute.
little
Really fun.
tail.
It does, yeah.
It's really cute.
Aw.
Fuzzy.
I bought a rabbit's foot and put it on the end of the
Good luck charm, baby. Good luck
Exactly.
charm.
And it worked this week.
So yeah, the next game, Smoking Bunts and Bad News Beers. Jeremy, you ref that game.
Dude, that game was actually Bad News Bears for being a quote unquote brand new team. They actually looked really good. Like, you know, they have Rob Kroll, Tortellini, Keith Morehart. They came out and held
I
them
don't
before.
think that really constitutes a new team.
Yeah,
But
who
that's
said
okay,
they were
It has a
new
new
team?
name.
But it's three vets and then a ton of
They have
brand
a
new
lot of
people.
new people.
I mean, like there were brand new people that like
Oh, okay.
they were like play first base and they were literally standing on top of it. Like, and I'm not putting anyone on blast, but like they didn't really know, you know, any of the ins and outs,
Yeah.
kind of like forcing third. So I mean, they were brand new, but dude, they held Smoking Bunts to 4 runs.
That's what I heard until that last inning.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then fifth inning happened. They were top of the fifth, batted around, and put up 10 runs.
Wow.
I don't know if they finally hit the watermark or, you know, something.
I heard that
Nuts.
that game ran really long.
Yeah, I heard it threw everything off. For
Yeah.
the rest of the-
Because they decided to play that last inning, and then it ended up taking a long time.
In my defense, and I know I got blasted for it, that game at the start of the 5th inning was under 40 minutes. Like, it was completely under time. We had enough time to play the 5th. And then the 10-run inning happened, and it was the top of the inning, so it's not like I could just go, hey, you guys scored 10, game's over.
Yeah,
I have to
you
let the
gotta let
bottom
them
half.
play.
So, yeah, I let them play, and next thing we know, it's like 8:45, almost 9 o'clock for the Hot Dogs and Tacos game. But
Well, we've gotten good news. Manny Zapata has confirmed he knows how to work the GoPro for this week. He's blaming it on technology, on Bluetooth. But, you know, come on. We're done here.
so what decom video is not going to get recorded this week? Cardiac.
Yeah,
Cardiac.
cardiac. Sorry
You guys-
about that.
Whatever
Sorry
you
you
guys
guys are
do
going to have
this
any
weekend.
footage.
Not going to happen.
Also, Sarah Schmidt liked to point out the fact that she's awesome and it wasn't Curtis's fault.
She is awesome.
She's put enough spin on the
I
kick.
mean, I wouldn't let's
We
not give her
couldn't
that
catch
much.
That's all right.
She's good. But
I mean,
I wouldn't
I
say
think
she's
she's
awesome.
awesome.
She's awesome. She's a great drinker, passing out and then rallying at the bar.
yes.
She's been my kickball wife for the longest. I can't agree with you guys. I'm just think that you can't disrespect my kickball wife. I'm sorry. Can't do it. Got your backs.
All right, so now we're gonna get to we got footage of 2 games that came on at the 8:30 games. The first one we're gonna look at is Jungle Gym, and I believe it was cardiac arrest. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, and let's see what we got going on here.
Take it as it goes. Oh, nice logo right at the jump.
Thanks for that, Brian Neal.
The
Looking
team is
good.
not actually Jungle Gym.
Perfect bad. He hit it perfect. Bada boom, bada bing. Gets him out at third base. The run still scores. It's 1-0 here. No big deal. The Condor Shaw comes up, kicks up the middle, and look at Joyner around third here with speed. And we lose fundamentals here. Jeff Morehart can't butt up one. The guy's running from first to second to move the runners. Ends up getting put into a double play. Huge play there. Oh, and Ed comes up. He didn't want to kick anymore, so he just went ahead and struck out.
What? Ed, really?
And oh, look at that. He got all of that one right to the first baseman. But we have Brian Neal here, who had enough speed to get here from third to home. It's 2-1 now. Shaw, he puts it right back to the pitcher. It was a great play, but Big Jeff made a great play and got it back to first. We had a drive out here to the outfield. Now it looks like the Condor with his 8.5-foot legs is going to make it in here, but Devlin holds his ground there at the end, gets him out of the plate, saves the run, huge run. Now the runner moves over to third, but it saved the run. So that was a huge play. Bottom of the 4th here, no outs. Jeff again gets all of it right to the third baseman with bases loaded, but he makes a bat throw home. 2 runs come in here. That's really that was huge. he gets the right here. He gets the out first. What has the runner when he runs into it? He knocks the ball out of his hand. 2 runs come across. It's kind of where we're lighting up. And then he pops it up for the last out, and that was the end of that game.
Again? Ant. Come on, dude.
So that was that's our footage. That's one of our game footages for this week, and it kind of shows. And you guys don't even have to send us all of that. Like you can just send us like a 30-second clip. You know, we'd rather have 30 clips of 30 different plays from 10 different teams that we can kind of go through. But this week we only really had 2 games that we could really go to because we didn't have enough people to cut all the footage. So, but the next game we're going to look at, hot dogs and tacos versus fireballs.
Yeah. About to hurt some feelings right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of that game, and whoever the first baseman for fireballs is, he was making some amazing plays.
Yeah, there's one in this video.
He's really
Rosie,
good.
Rosie, that's your team.
Rosie's
your
here.
team.
We have a special guest.
Rosie, if you want to come in the camera quick. Say
stick your beautiful face in there.
Rosie. That's not how you say hi to everyone. That's how you say good night to the women.
Oh no.
So yeah, who was your first baseman?
I can't even think of the name right now.
I added him on Facebook this week. I just
We
cannot.
put you on the spot.
You don't even know your own team.
Put me on the spot, man.
Come on, Rosie.
I'm behind the camera view.
Is this his first season, or is this your first season with fireballs?
No, it's my second season, but we added some new players and everything,
Okay.
so it's different from the fall team.
Yeah. Any other comments about that?
I was trying to look up the dude's name.
We were trying to give you time. We were like buying time for you.
And then I completely effed that one. Sorry, yeah, their first baseman was on point. He actually, that part of footage we didn't have up there, dude. I bunted down third, had it perfectly thrown. I don't know who your charger was at the time, dude. Throws it. It was off on the inside base. I saw him jump in front of me, and I'm like, oh, I'm good. Dude grabs the ball, turns around, and just pegs me. And I'm like, son of a...
That was Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Scott. Scott is the guy who your first baseman. Dude.
No,
Scott was
Charger.
the Charger.
So Scott had a bad throw, is what you're saying.
But that's about right.
Well, no, your
I
first
think the
baseman
first
play is
baseman
what
said
I'm saying.
that one.
Yeah, he dove out of the way, turned around, and pegged me.
Yeah.
Like full sprint too. That's the one thing I was surprised at that much. But yeah, dude, the game was on point. I enjoyed it. Like it was tight the whole way through. Like I really thought this game was gonna end in a tie. Like most hot dogs and tacos games. I was like, great, a tie.
Well, let's look at the footage.
Cool.
let's
I'm gonna try to do this.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
I was waiting to see how long this was. Curtis is learning how to work the GoPro as well, so man, you're not the only one. Right to the beginning, this is the bunt off the actual Speedo guy. Dude, he's actually really good. And it just so happens your number one charger, myself, makes a diver in play. I had to get that one. Sorry. I had to give myself a little bit of props here. I don't know if you can hear people are screaming about, good job on the GoPro. This play, Sarah Zaleski, I'm never going to get it right. Just deal with it now. Dude, she's completely brand new rookie. She comes out her first at bat, second pitch, boom, down first, down third baseline, gets it on. Dude, everybody's in. Next play, Percy Lee, one of our brand new guys as well, comes up. Didn't know how to play kickball until right in this pitch. Gets the pitch down the middle, bunts it down third. Rosie, our special guest, makes the perfect throw down first. Sarah's like, you know what, I'm just going to go for the house. Goes to third, gets pegged, completely loses it. Good double play. I got to give props to Fireballs on that. This one right here, Mike Kern, it's not even the bunt. The bunt is not even the best part. Not even me yelling. But it's Chris Peden deciding to be the man of the hour and just coming up and, you know what? Let me give you a little bit of this, and this, and this. Completely awesome. He killed it. It was really good. Fifth inning, top of the fifth. Gator comes up. Bases are loaded. 1 out. You know what? I'm going to find the hole. Let's see where it's going to be. Blast it to right field. I think it bounces off your second baseman. Instead of letting the play go home, I kind of called your second baseman to not make the throw, have Leon come home. 2 runs later, we got a 4-2 lead. I'm completely fine with that. And dude, this is the play of the game. Oh my God, Leon. If you look over at third base, it is right there. Off of the second, Leon out of nowhere with the dive. Dude, I've never been so impressed in my life. It was the best pinball play I've ever seen. And that ends the game. 4-2, hot dogs and tacos over Fireball. Y'all brought a good game. Don't let this game kill you guys. y'all seriously brought it. I was impressed.
We have a request for some alcohol, and actually,
Oh.
because you lost the bet, we made this shot for him.
Which we're gonna get to shortly.
Eventually, yeah.
All right,
We'll get
just
to
letting
it.
you there will be alcohol.
It was not forgotten. I made sure that Jamie brought up a concoction of just whatever was left in the wine drawer that we have here at Megan's. If you've been here, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, people leave alcohol. Yeah, thanks whoever left what she made.
It was good. I was nice to him.
Yeah, the only reason I'm not drinking this week, last week I had a test the next day, and this week I have to drive all the way to Gloucester after this for Newport News. So, not trying to get a DUI tonight. So we'll keep it to water. Jeremy lives here, so I don't know what his excuse is.
I work in the morning. I never drink prior to working.
Fair enough.
I'm a responsible adult. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. Allegedly.
Well, there you have it. All right.
Do we have any other 8:30 games?
PBJT versus Five-Toed Death Kick.
Yeah, I repped this game. It was a good game. I think it was like 1-0 or 2-1 going into like the fourth inning. PBJT had one big inning, but really it was a close game. 5-0 death kick. They held their own. Brad Gault's team. Jason Williamson, he was upset. Their first baseman, it was their first time ever playing, and I can understand why he was upset here, honestly. Their first baseman was standing directly in front of him, between him and home plate while he was on first base. He couldn't see the play happening. And not only that, but that means their first baseman was encroaching. So that caused a little bit of controversy in that game. It was misexplained to me at the plate, and so that's another reason there was some tempers going for a few minutes. But everything settled down, everything was handled, everybody was happy. Peanut Butter Jelly Time just had the better team this week. But I think later on in the season, if they play again, do they play twice this season?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but...
Maybe in the tournament.
Yeah. Jeremy, you need to invest in a tripod.
No, I think Curtis's tripod is actually perfect. It looked really good. I mean, I thought the angle was decent. I mean, it's not
Did
perfect.
you see Brian Neal's? It was perfect, man. You could see everything.
It's because he's got like an 8-foot tripod.
Well,
I mean,
I
broke mine in Georgia playing in another tournament that had nothing to do with.
Can you duct tape some like broomsticks together and makeshift something?
I'll try it. We can do that after we do the podcast. We'll do WAKA home ec class.
Yeah.
Put something together.
We got it. Shop.
Yes.
So moving on to this week. This week we've got a few good games in both divisions, really. Two great games coming up, especially. During the 6:30 games, we've got DCOM versus Cardiac Arrest. And without looking at the line, who do you think is going to take this game?
This is.
Oh no, it's gonna be home brews. I mean, you're gonna
be a
see
tough one.
See.
Please,
Yeah.
don't break it down too much for me.
I really think this is going to be a tough one.
I mean, my thing is all right. So if DCOM, they've got a lot of good players, but if they don't have like 3 of their key front people show up in the front of their lineup,
yeah,
I think it really hurts their offense. Their defense will still be good. They still have a solid defense without those 3 people showing up. But if you're missing the top of your lineup, I think that hurts y'all really bad. Especially Gene. Gene's such a big kicker, and he gets on base when he doesn't even need to kick away.
I have some insider info that Gene will be there.
Well, if Gene's there, some insider trading info
Yeah.
here. But yeah, I mean, Cardiac played a great game last week. They had that one inning with a few plays that, really made the difference in the game. But if they can cut those off this week, I mean, DCOM's a 1.5 point favorite by the line. So this will be the second week in a row that Cardiac is as an underdog. So I think the more, from being still Cardiac, just not playing on their team this year, this season, I know our team, the team, when they're underdogs for multiple weeks in a row, they really get their shit together and start playing for real. So I think it'll be a great game, and if I had to pick by the line, I think I'd take Cardiac.
I'm still so confused on these lines. So
Minus -5 means your team is going to win by at least 1 run. The .5 is to make sure no one ties.
okay, so if we lose by 1 run, does that still win? Like if I picked.
Well, so basically, when the game starts, you guys are already going to be losing 1.5 to zip, if that makes sense. So basically,
Okay.
you guys got to score 2 runs to cover the spread.
Got
So
it.
if you win by 2, you guys win. If that makes
Oh,
sense.
so if we only win by 1, then I lost.
Yes.
If I pick them, which I'm
I
picking
would
them.
assume you
I'm
would.
gonna pick them. Okay, got it.
So now with the spread, how do you feel about over cardiac arrest?
Well, that makes it even harder.
It does.
It really does.
I mean, if we're going straight up, I would take decom in this game. But if we're going on the line,
Gotta win by 2. That makes it tough.
yeah, I would take cardiac on that, honestly.
Yeah.
Personal opinion.
I'm still gonna go with decon. You know.
I mean, that's understandable. We'll give you that. Now, am I missing something with cardiac arrest? Did they lose like literally everyone? Because you guys are making them sound like this is like brand new season 1 cardiac. Like they.
No, they're really good.
No, they were really good. I mean, you got
They're-
Daniel Shaw pitching.
Okay.
They're
I'm sticking to my
With their
initial thought.
usual.
I just wanted to make sure because I mean you guys made it sound like, and no offense, man, I'm messing with you. Little offense. Make it sound like these dudes got literally the team of the year. I
Who,
mean,
decom?
yeah.
They have a great team. I mean, they held Plan B, who is a phenomenal team, to 3 runs.
Yeah, but this is still cardiac arrest. Phil's still coaching.
I agree, 100%.
So like I was gonna initially say off the jump because I trust cardiac. 2, landslide. 3. I mean you're giving me plus 1.5. That's fine. They're gonna win outright. I'm completely fine with that.
All right.
Oh, I guess cardiac was the favorite last week. So we had it backwards. See, these lines are confusing me.
Oh, that's
Curtis-
no, you're
We
right.
did have it
Cardiac was the
backwards.
favorite. Ryan Schmidt or somebody posted, they misread the line. I remember why I thought that
I
now.
think that was Brent.
Yeah.
So basically, Curtis, I'm gonna need you to explain a little bit more to Jamie, or she may have it this week. We'll give it.
We'll see. It might take me a while.
We're gonna get it done eventually.
Brent said that we'd actually seen
Leon's
Freon's
catch.
catch if you had a tripod. Maybe
I
that's
mean,
sometime.
if you look, you would have seen it. I apologize. You know.
Just have your team pitch in
Yeah.
a couple bucks.
So the second game we had, the 6:30 slot coming up this week is Alcoholics versus Bad News Beers. They're on field 2. We'll try to tell you guys which fields y'all are playing on, so that way you know. After the performance that Alcoholics put up last week, like it's hard to bet against them. They picked up a few people. They said they kicked a few people off their team. Like they're making like kickball moves. Like no longer like let's be all friends on this team. Like we're here to win. Like, you didn't make the cut this year. I'm sorry. They said they moved like 7 people off their team, 5 or 7, I can't remember, and brought on new people. One of the guys they brought on, his name is Joe Hogg. I went to high school with him. I know this was high school, like 12 years ago now or something like that.
For me, it was almost 20. But...
Oh, well, you know, I mean, none of us are, you know, ancient, but not all of us are ancient, I mean.
It is.
But he was a beast in high school. He played basketball, soccer, baseball, just an all-around super athletic guy. And I heard from both teams this past week that he was like a difference maker on the field still. So with that being said, Alcoholics is a 2.5-point favorite over the Beers, the B
Alcoholics.
space. Yeah, the
You
Alcoholics.
said alcoholic. I get it.
Yeah,
Alcoholic beer. I see what you did there.
Thanks. I'll take them with the 2.5 points this week. What about y'all?
I think, okay. So they have to win by 3?
Yo.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna pick Bad News Beers. Don't disappoint, please.
I'm also gonna go with Bad News Beers. Like I said, with Evan Keith and Rob Kroll, and I missed someone else. I feel bad. I just named them earlier. I think they're gonna be able to pull this out. That's a good top 3. And I mean, I saw them last week. They were talking to some of their players who didn't know what was going on. They got everything together. I don't think it's gonna be a back-to-back blowout week. And being that you're gonna give me 2.5, I'll take that. It's gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna be like 3-3, 3-2, 4-3. It'll be a close game. It won't be.
It won't be the blowout that we had last week.
Yeah. I think Alcoholics are gonna come back down to earth. They're gonna realize, oh shit, okay, we got lucky last week with a brand new team. it just got real. Even though I just cussed, but yeah, it just got real. So I really think Bears is gonna pull this one out.
So then our third game. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. No. No, please.
No, please go ahead, guys.
No,
All right,
please.
all
It is
right. For our
domestic
third
dispute.
6:30 game, we have Kilfs against Hot Dogs and Tacos.
I don't think I've.
Yeah, we already know what he's gonna pick. So the spread is Hot Dogs and Tacos has to win by 1, right?
Yeah. So basically,
Yeah,
the
I'm
spread is
hitting
point
it.
is
It's
0.5.
0.5.
So yeah.
Okay, so I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm gonna go with Kilfs.
I'm gonna go with Kills here too.
Yeah.
I think Kills actually, and I'll go ahead and say this now. I think Kills wins by 4.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be that close.
Kills is a good team.
No
mean,
offense. Kilfs is a good team.
hey, they impressed me when I was watching their game this week. Before I went over and watched the DCOM game, they just looked solid on the field, like real solid.
They've been playing a few seasons now. They have some really athletic players.
And they've got some names on their team.
Yeah.
Chris Storer, they got CJ. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't see any buffer over here.
alright.
Yeah, we're gonna landline it.
Yeah.
Hard line it. There we go.
I know.
Landline, hard line. So,
Did you get the new job at?
M Price, the place right across the street from the fields, like a beer place. It's pretty good.
Oh, that's where everybody works now, right?
That's what I heard. Oh, the internet to where you guys can't talk anymore. So basically.
All right, let's move on to our 7:30 games. Next we have Pitches Be Crazy.
Pitches be crazy.
Against Forcing Third Base. So the spread here is Pitches Be Crazy -1.
Winning by 1.
So they have to win by 1.
The favorite, if you will.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Pitches Be Crazy. I think that they'll win by a couple.
If Forcing Third plays like they did last week, it's going to be a long season for them, but it'll definitely be a learning season. I always encourage anybody who's first season not to get discouraged, just because you got to learn the game before you can be any good at it.
Ask Alcohol.
And this
Yeah.
is one of the toughest leagues.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
start out
So
in,
yeah,
so-
I'll take Pitches Be Crazy in that game as well. I think they have more experienced players on the team overall.
I again want to go with Forcing Third Base because I took him as the upset last week, and Alcoholics decided to show me, hey, look, this team is a brand new team. I can't do it again. I really want to. I'm not going to do it again.
Do you want to fill mine?
What? That's coming back to me.
That's fine.
Do you want mine? Nice.
I don't care.
Yeah.
All right, we're back.
Next week we're just gonna have to
We're gonna have to put a
hard
actual
line
wire to
so
it.
that way it doesn't cut out. I think it has to do with my laptop more than anything.
So Megan, your internet's good then.
All right, let's go back to this foul balls, fireballs.
Like I said, 4 runs is really hard to cover. So I'm gonna take foul balls. I need you guys to show up this week, play your game that I know y'all can play. Rosie's over here shaking his head because he plays for fireballs, but he doesn't want to put his 2 cents in. So.
Yeah. I think Fireballs is gonna win, but I don't know if they're gonna win by 4.
Right, I think they're
That's
gonna
a
win
lot.
too. I just don't think that they win. I don't think they win by 4.
So I'm gonna pick foul balls.
To cover the spread, but
But not
I'll
to
take the
win,
fireballs
yeah.
to win that game.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
What are you going with?
I love Andreas to death. Oh boy. I can't go against them. Not that you guys are not good. You showed us last week you guys are not a joke. And I'm saying that literally. You guys are not a joke. You guys are a damn good team. You guys are going to get better. You're going to be moving up to A-League real damn soon. But you guys got foul balls this week. I can't call it, dude. I'm sorry. It's gonna have to be foul balls. Andreas is going to bring Noel and everyone else. And be back at it again.
All right.
I'm about that one.
On field 3, we have Plan B versus Welcome to the Jungle.
I'm roughing this game. Good to know.
Yeah. We have Plan B as a favorite by 1. What do you guys think? This is a really tough one to call.
Just because I'm getting a run, I'll take it. and after watching the video, I got trust in Jeff. Jeff's gonna have a better week this week. He's not gonna mess up a call, but it's not delivered. So no, there will be no lines. There will be nothing working at first base against anyone that tries to pay me.
Make sure you tuck him in his G-string too.
Why do you think I wear leggings? Get all the money.
What do you think?
Yeah, I'm taking Plan B in this game. I think they win outright. I just think I think they have one of the teams to beat this year. They're just one of the best teams. So I really I think they win by 2 in this game.
I'm gonna go with that as well. Plan B is just too stacked. Like Welcome to the Jungle has a great team.
Great team.
They're all ridiculously athletic, but some of them are new. So I'm gonna go with Plan B. They're all veterans. I just think that they got it.
But you guys keep forgetting they haven't played together much. I mean, granted, they played a little bit on Hammerheads and a couple of other
They've
different
all
teams.
played
They have all
kickball.
Yeah.
They mesh as soon as
They
they start playing. They've all been playing in the league. They're all friends. It's not like an available team in a circuit tournament where
They
all
just met yesterday.
we've all played in like 7 leagues together.
I don't know, man. I think they still have a little bit of chemistry they need to bring together. That's something they need to.
I don't think so. I think they got it.
I'll roll with it.
So our 8:30 games on field 1, we've got Rumspringa versus 5-toe Death Kick. I've got the referee in this game with forcing third base with my other refs who did a great job last week refing with me. Thanks for helping. They were great. Rumspringa is a 6.5 point favorite here. That's a lot.
What?
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Rumspringa, you gotta win by 7 points.
That's a lot of runs. And I'm going to take Rumspringa in this game.
Yeah.
Ooh. So you're gonna upset some 5-toe people. Dude, like me last week, you're gonna have like 6 or 7 people on it. Also, you thought we were gonna lose, huh?
Yeah. Well, that's why you just always pick the winners. That way, when you go 7-2,
Then you ain't gotta hear it. Yeah.
You only hear it from 2 teams.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Rumspringa as well.
I think that's a good pick. That's a smart pick.
Rumspringa is a good team,
They are.
and I'm really not surprised that they tied JFK last week. Like, they legit are a good team, and the only thing is sometimes they don't bring it. Sometimes they play really well, like they can, and then sometimes they don't play as well as they could.
I need a Facebook message now to double check and see if anybody's having like a wedding or because that team is full of like 8
They're
different
all
marriages.
best friends.
Yeah, and that too.
And so if one's gone, they're all gone.
I need to make
together.
sure nobody's getting married this weekend or nothing, no super like random guy plans with the group. Yeah, the last thing I need is to find out they're going to be drinking prior to the game, and that's completely over. So basically, Rumspringa, I need you guys to not go out and drink before the game, being your 8:30 game. Come out fresh, ready to roll, because I'm also going to go ahead and just go with the complete steamroll here.
Yeah, and as Jen Neal just pointed out, this is a crossover game as well.
Yeah.
So.
Bailey against Bailey.
So who
I'm sorry, Jungle Gym against Tortellini division.
That's right.
We're gonna get this
We'll
eventually.
get it by the last week of the season. We'll get it. And 2:30, we've got JFK versus Smokin' Bunts. Smokin' Bunts is only a half a run favorite here, so they need to win by 1. And Smokin' Bunts, JFK's got a good team. But I think Smokin' Bunts, I think they have the better team. And Brent Wentworth just let us know that Rumspringa will definitely be drinking before the game, just like any other one. So.
Great.
And it's an 8:30 game.
And it's an 8:30 game.
Yeah.
So.
So basically, we're all gonna get one wrong, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
So.
I'm sticking with my pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll roll with it.
I'm gonna take
Did it for me last week.
I'm gonna take Smokin' Bunts in this game. Not only they have to no matter what, but I think they'll win by 2 runs in this game.
I'm taking JFK.
What's your reasoning for taking JFK?
Yeah. Hey, you just been giving like the bold prediction and just leaving it there, like, hey, they're winning. No, there's no mic drop.
You know what? I did better than you last week, so
This is true.
my reasons.
First week
they're my
jitters.
reasons.
I went for upsets. It did not work in my favor. I can't get them all right every week. I mean, the drink I'm about to told you to prove that.
Man, I'm missing lightning. I'm missing NHL hockey playoffs right now for the WAKA podcast. So I hope you guys are enjoying this because it's tied at the end of 2. Anyways,
Who are you picking in that game?
no, I'm taking the Lightning in this game.
Oh.
JFK and Smoking Buns.
Smoking Bunts at -5. Casey talked to me on Thursday night.
Minus half a run, -1.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, -0.5. I'm sorry. So bye. Me and Casey had a little talk Thursday night in a different league. He's got me sold. I mean, he's always been my boy. We've been on different teams together, but he sold me. I mean, like he said, hey, all their girls, some of the top girls in the league. That's the verbatim what he said. So.
They do have some good girls on that team.
And as we've all noticed with kickball, your girls make or break your team. So I'm gonna roll with Casey here, and like you guys said, I think they'll blow that 0.5 out of the water. I love JFK, I love Freed, I love JC, I love Haas. Smoking Buns got it. It is what it is. I think they'll win by 3 minimum.
And the last game that we have for the 8:30 on field 3 is PBJT versus Balls and Dolls.
We've said balls a lot tonight.
Balls.
There's a lot of balls in kickball.
Sorry, Curtis. We were going that way.
Anyway,
Yeah, I wasn't
PBJT is favored to win by 3.5. So you got to win by 4.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
I think you can do it. Let's go purple.
I think PJ will win this game. I think they win by maybe a run though, maybe 2, but definitely not winning by 4. Balls and Dolls, I think they can hold their own on the field. And insider information, PBJT's Charger may or may not have pulled his groin.
Oh, your brother, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
so they might be down a Charger. I don't know for sure how he's feeling now. I don't think he played.
He didn't play Thursday. He's on my Thursday team.
Yeah, so may have a major injury there. They have backup Charger, but I mean Jay leads off. Not that he got on last week. I don't think. But man, I love giving Jay a hard time. So much fun. I got it so hard growing up. I have 3 brothers, and I'm the youngest. So whenever I get a chance to throw one of my brothers under the bus, like in front of a lot of people, like if it's just one person, it's not worth it. Like, but right now we have like 17 people watching, so like that's a crowd. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, so yeah, completely put them on the back. Hell yeah, throw shade on
Stand
your
here, let
brother.
me kick you.
Yeah.
You're such a good brother.
I know. I do what I can.
What do you think?
I am a previous PBJTer, as we've all discussed. Josh, so have you. I'm a little upset by that. I'm gonna go with my roots, and I'm gonna ignore the insider information. I think your brother's now hearing this, and he's gonna be like, you know what? F that SMB. I'm gonna go out there and I may pull it. Oh well. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna make sure I get people out tomorrow, just to spite you. And I think Christina and Brent and everyone on that team is gonna put something together. And they're gonna put 4 runs. 4 runs is doable with a brand new team. I see it. It'll happen. Josh, you're on the island by yourself with this one, sir.
Well,
PBJT, let's go.
you know what they say.
Hope you know how to fish.
Peace and quiet over there on my lonely island.
Yeah, see,
Leave yourself a hammock.
I did all these upsets last week, like you're trying to pull right now.
All these upsets, I'm still picking, like, Peanut Butter Jelly Time's still going to win. I just don't think they're going to win by 4 runs.
Yeah.
I'm just, I did what you did last week.
All right.
Going out on a boat by yourself.
Well, speaking of last week's scores, what was the drink we picked out?
Oh, good Lord, Jamie.
So it's peach schnapps, watermelon vodka, and whipped cream vodka.
I was going to pull them all out, but...
They're on the counter, so.
Oh, they're still on the counter.
Oh, wow.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
So basically, every single week we're gonna have a little bet going on with the group of the, when we pick the spreads. I couldn't remember spread. Pick the spreads. The person with the lowest amount correct, obviously, we'll do some sort of, I guess, challenge, punishment, etc., etc. I lost. I'll take it like a man.
And I think that I was pretty nice with you with this. That's not a bad combination.
To be honest, I'm
Let's
actually
go
with you
together.
on it. Yeah, but it's a lot of different alcohols.
No, it's not.
That's a small shot. I mean, what we wanted was for you guys to choose what, like, if you needed
Nobody
to.
gave us any good ideas.
Nobody gave us
so.
any good ideas, so we just stuck to something simple. Next time he's gonna eat a tequila worm, I think.
Oh.
Next week when he's wrong.
Can't wait.
Scorpion.
I'm pulling this one out the back. Your boy over here is going to be doing the tequila worm. So.
We'll see.
Alright,
Well,
Word on
let's
the
go.
street is you're pretty good at swallowing worms, though.
Zing! Zinga! Hey! For those of you who are wondering, that was a homosexual joke. You homophobe? Now we're all gonna get fired. Thanks a lot.
No, I just said you were good at it. That wasn't
Oh, so it was a compliment. Thank you.
Exactly. So you down the hatch. Oh God, I'm gonna have that below.
Oh, it's
You can do it.
fruity
I have faith
vodka.
in you.
Okay.
It's fruity
It is
vodka.
fruity. It was good, right?
Yeah, there it is, right there.
It was good.
Oh,
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad.
little hot going down the hatch.
I didn't mix like whiskey and tequila or anything crazy, so that was nice.
All right. So now that we've settled our bet from last week, we're gonna move on to a little kickball history. What we're gonna do is each week we're gonna talk about a big game, not necessarily in the VA Peninsula League, but in any of the leagues or any of the regional tournaments that we've had that have included any of our teams. And I believe this week we're talking about the famous, and this was in spring of VA Freedom last year. It was run by Keith Moorhart.
Friday Night League.
Friday Night League. It was an epic battle between Cardiac and Pop Pop in the championship game, and it was a great game. I mean, I played for Pop Pop.
If you
Wait,
guys haven't noticed,
Are you talking about the one where you were on the team?
Yeah,
Yeah, last spring at
The one-
Briarfield, right across the street.
Yeah.
yeah.
So not the first season of Freedom,
No.
because that was a better game, I think.
Uh
Oh,
Some more domestic.
You want to talk about that one?
No. Let's talk about the one that you picked because.
Well, I mean, that was a great game. We went into Kansas City.
Yeah.
They had, I mean, Cardiac put together one of the best teams that I had seen them bring into VA Freedom at that time. They brought in a lot of Peninsula players to play for them that hadn't necessarily played in that league in a while.
Yeah, they wanted to dethrone the champ because I think I could be wrong, but I think they were a 5-time champ.
Wait,
Well, I was one of them. So I mean, that's all I
Pop-Pop?
know. Yeah, Pop Pop.
at that time,
Yeah,
Last year.
prior to that, yeah.
Prior to that last year,
this spring.
this past spring.
Yeah.
Okay, so
2015
they
spring.
didn't win this last one, but before that they had won 7.
Yeah.
So that one was like their 6th, right?
Yeah.
They were going for their 6th.
Dude, that's. Yeah, they wanted to put a team together to completely dethrone
Well,
the champ. Like,
Granted, they did win that many in a row, but Freedom League had not been around that long. They were winning in War League before. So some of those titles.
Well,
had
we're not
been-
going to talk about that.
So
I
they
mean-
so they won 5, not 7. We're gonna go with 5. 5 WAKA championships on the Friday Night League.
Yeah, but going into that
yeah.
game,
Yeah, we'll get to the game though.
the,
Minutes later.
both teams, it was like a huge show. Nobody was really getting runners on base. It was like a classic, what you would imagine like a championship game to be. And like this is kind of why we want to talk about other leagues because we don't want to like push people to any other leagues. But like, say if you're playing in the Hampton League, you know, and you want to like play more than just Wednesdays, we're kind of talking about regionals and stuff. Speaking of regionals, we're gonna get to that in a second.
Yes.
But just so you know that there's competition, like, so if you want to play on Fridays or Mondays in Virginia Beach, you know, we have a Monday league, a Wednesday league, and a Friday league.
There's also another Wednesday league in Williamsburg if that's
Yeah.
closer for you. Yeah.
Well, don't steal people away from this league.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
trying to steal people away, but it's all
It's all the WAKA family, that's
it's all
right.
Waka.
We're all one big happy family. We've just brought it out and got married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
or
last week,
maybe
we
you
got
can play
married.
both leagues. Maybe you have a 6:30 game in Williamsburg and then you drive on down for your 8:30 game in Hampton.
That's dedication. Yikes.
Some
I mean,
people
you know,
do
you
it.
could be like me. You could play in, you know, the Monday Night Virginia Beach League. Let's not forget that league. That league's still trying to. They're getting. They're snowballing together. I mean, they're still getting
As
it.
many Southside good players there are.
I'm surprised.
Yeah. I'm
We
surprised they
need
don't
more
have it
douchers
stacked.
on that side.
The South Side.
I hate that name.
Well, it has the word douche in it, which
That's a win.
isn't really a
Yeah.
good word. I mean, it is a good word. It's fun to call somebody a douche. It's fun to say it, actually. I'm going to say it one more time for good measure. Douche. All right.
So yeah, actually about that game, from what I saw, I was actually periscoping that game. From what I saw, I mean, it was literally like a Golden State Cleveland last year. Granted, it was a blowout after Kyrie and Love went out. Let's just ignore that part.
Ignore the rest of the series.
Basically, games 1 through 3, where it was literally 95-94. Like this game was literally either 3 up, 3 down, or 4 up, 3 down, or you would get 4 or 5 people up, and Pop would put up a run. Then Cardiac put up 2. Then Pop put up 1. I mean, dude, it was literally back and forth. It was a fight. And when it got to Kansas City, dude, the one thing I remember videotaping, and we'll kind of seeing it at the same time, was the play where it was a kick out to, I want to say, right center to end the game, where it got blasted out to TT. TT ended up, I think, was it TT that played right center for the end of the game? It may have been someone else, but I'm going to roll with it.
So I
I
don't
don't know
remember
how
who made
you
that
remember
throw.
these things.
Well, my memory is good sometimes.
Yeah.
It was a pop up to right center. It may have been TT, but it was deep. I don't even remember who hit it or kicked it. But I remember it coming in. Dom was the cutoff. Dom turns around, and I swear it was
Throws 100-mile-an-hour fastball on the plate.
from back behind second base. Like, I mean, it was a legit cutoff throw, and I swear it missed Gene.
To this day, swear it hit Gene. I swear, I was standing right behind the plate. I
right there.
swear it hit Gene. But ref made the call. He was safe. They ended up winning the game.
Wait, Cardiac won the game?
Cardiac won the game.
Won that game, yes.
I'm thinking of the wrong game. Oh my god.
We'll work that one out. It was
Alright.
it was last fall, Friday nights that we played it at Briarfield.
I thought it was last spring.
See, spring, that's what's throwing me off.
I think
The
last
Pop
spring
Up won last spring. They lost in the fall.
So it may have been fall. Okay.
We'll do our homework.
We're- yeah,
after that.
basically.
Maybe we're all talking about
We'll
different games
research.
here.
You guys next week can pick what game in history from last year or years prior. You can even go back to Doucher days. We're fine with that. As long as it's WAKA,
Good word.
push it back.
If it's really
Good word.
old, make sure there's video so we can watch it.
Yeah, if you have video, it'll help make us talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of, what is it? I guess WAKA in general.
WAKA Regional.
Yes.
The WAKA Regional. Take it away.
The WAKA Regional is a fantastic event. I really do love playing in the WAKA Regional.
Don't make it sound so
exciting. No, I really do. No. I've played it. This will be my third one here, and I actually flew to Florida to play in one there too. And they've always been a lot of fun. So this one is on May 21st. It starts at 9 a.m. and you're guaranteed 3 games. And then after that, if your team does well, you might play more. The after party's at Peabody's.
Don't forget that.
Don't forget that.
7 Ks?
5 Ks.
7 times.
Right now, I think we have
You're around there with
7
10.
teams signed up for the competitive side and 5 or 6 for the charity side, which is not enough people for 5 Ks. So we need a few more teams.
I would say my math is about
And
16,
again,
okay?
stay at the hotel. Brent mentioned in the podcast or in the thread that you don't even have to take an Uber. You can literally walk back to the hotel from Peabody's. You can just walk there.
Just make sure you look, like you're not drunk though. That's a bad thing. You're drunk in
Yeah.
public, especially in Virginia Beach. They're really bad about that.
And staying at the Holiday Inn Oceanfront for $159 a night, it's probably going to be nice that weekend, so you can wake up still drunk in the morning, keep your buzz alive, and go to the beach in the morning.
Yeah.
Right from
Do
your
we
hotel
know
room.
if this is for a double bedroom?
It does have the details on the WAKA Regional site. I was writing everything down in a hurry, and I didn't write down all the details. Brent, if you want to post that, if you're still watching, if you want to post that in the
We're 14.
Because
we're
you
good.
can
In the
fit
thread.
like 8 people in a room and
Yeah.
split that cost, and that's a cheap
Well,
night out. A free beer.
8 people. Let's stick with like 3
Okay.
or 4.
No,
maybe.
8 times 5. It's around $20. We'll keep it.
Well, I
a decent
mean,
number.
As many as you're comfortable with. If you're all drunk, you're gonna fall asleep
Yeah,
forever
but-
anyway.
Hey man, give me a 20. We'll take care of that.
I'll
Go.
sleep in the hotel room hallway.
But
So
at the end of the day, it's a lot cheaper than getting a DUI or drunk in public.
I mean, I'll sleep in the back of a cop
And
car
it's
if
a
I
good
need
time
to.
for
Wherever I can get a
friends.
nap,
No,
man.
who
I'm
cares?
drunk, I don't care.
Who cares about friends?
That's right.
It's
I
a
did
competitive.
say-
It's
I
competitive.
did say I'm not.
Yes, sleeps 4, he says.
Hey, that's so
That's
basically
4 in
8
a
people.
bed,
8 people.
And
No,
probably a couple on the floor. 6.
my math is 8
Maybe.
people, so we'll make it work. Oh, so.
They said the ball definitely did not hit Gene. Ugh.
Well, here we go. We didn't
Ugh.
start. We didn't start it soon.
Brent says when he comes on in school, it's on some old kickball.
Hey, well, I'm completely down for that. We might have our
Sounds
first
good.
guest.
Maybe next
And-
week.
And also, we didn't mention this last week, and I don't know how many of you saw this, but Bud Light is officially sponsoring WAKA now. So Brent says that is hopefully they're going to be expecting a little bit of help from Bud Light for this party.
It's a good start. I'll take
So we got a lot to look forward to. We still don't know all the details about
This sponsorship.
the sponsor. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully they supply us with some free beer.
I hope so.
I think.
That would be nice.
No promises, but I mean that's a good start.
But
Free
I think
beer.
for the WAKA Regional, that beer's probably already paid for.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I
So
don't know.
Brent posted a picture of the rooms on the thread, so if you want to check that out, check out where you'll be blacking out at. Go ahead and look at it on there, because you're not going to be blacking out on your drive home. You'll be, that's a bad thing. We don't encourage DUIs.
No.
Screw DUIs. We don't encourage people drinking and driving in general.
No.
It's just
That's what I'm saying. The room
Not
would be
bad
cheaper
idea.
than getting a DUI because
Yeah.
DUI is going to be way more expensive, and it goes on your record. I don't know if
And
guys
you
know
could
that.
possibly kill somebody.
and
or
Brent's
yourself.
doing us the
So-
favor of posting different angle shots of the
Oh,
room.
dude,
Oh, wow.
Doing like a Zillow preview.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can you get a 360 cam in there so we can turn the camera?
Oh.
Call up Tortellini and ask him to do
So we have up there that we're going to be doing our projections, but we kind of rolled that into our week preview.
You know what we can do? We'll do like a bold prediction of just like, hey, I think Will's gonna drop his pants this week. Or we could call something, you know what I'm saying? Just anything.
I think
Something we
Jeremy's
think's
gonna wear leggings this week.
Well, that's not really a bold prediction. That's more of a. I'll probably be wearing my blood ones out there. I mean, I would love to see.
See, but if we say this, then we're kind of willing it to happen.
That's the whole point. We
But we
say
don't-
something that'll never happen, that'll make it happen, and we'll have something else to talk about next week, along with the pre. I might be able to catch it on camera, be one of the highlights. Boom, we got an extra 15 viewers. There might be a whole other team. There might be a streaker. That's my bold prediction. There's going to be a streaker in one of the games.
Rosie just said he was going to be a streaker. this
Rosie's
week.
not, hey, I'm not paying
He
him.
guaranteed it, actually.
Don't let Rosie into the stadium.
You guys see
Nobody wants
Rosie
to see
orange
that.
fireball shirt? You might want to stop him, or at least follow him around, and when he starts to take his shirt off, tackle him. I don't know if his pants will already be off, so if you tackle him, that might be uncomfortable for you and him. Maybe just you.
No pants party.
Let's just say no streakers. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to get kicked out on the field. No.
Speaking of the field, guys, don't bring in outside alcohol to War Memorial.
Brian was catching a lot of flack
Yeah.
about that, guys. Please
Do not
bring
bring
your own beer.
Yeah.
And even when you don't bring your own beer in, clean up your damn trash when you leave. It's so easy to pick up your beer cans. Don't be stupid.
And
What are we,
they
12?
sell beer there, and it's cheap. It's not.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's $3.
it's not like
That's not
bar
expensive.
prices.
Right,
Yeah,
I paid
and-
$5
and
for a
they're-
pint.
You know.
It's not bad. Still, it's if you're not gonna clean up your own mess, buy it from them and still clean it up anyway.
Yeah.
Don't bring your own alcohol.
Yeah, basically.
We can lose our right to play on the field if you guys bring outside alcohol, and they can lose their liquor license. A lot of bad things can happen. Don't do that shit.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Also, parking. The parking lot doesn't have clear-cut lines, so we just make, makeshift parking lines. And last week, people made a third row blocking in the second row of cars, so people couldn't leave.
That's not funny.
It's kind of funny, but it's really sad when people are trying to get home and
Yeah.
they're stuck and they have to hunt down whoever owns whatever car to get them to move when they're playing a game. Did you do it? You were one of those people.
I was gonna
You
go
were
ahead
one
and
of those
confess
people.
now. I was one of those people, but no one came and got me and said that my truck was in the way. So I I wasn't know
What were you thinking when you parked there?
yeah.
Well, no, I mean, there was
You get
adequate
out of
room.
your
I
car.
had.
When I
you
pulled
have to
up, there was
walk.
no parking at all. I parked all the way in the furthest corner of the parking lot. I had to walk like 10 minutes to get to the field just so I didn't block anybody in.
I barely made it to ref my 7:30 game. So I mean, if you want me to park where I need to park, I'll do that. It's just
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna be late.
want you to park where you need to park. Stop blocking people
I did
in.
not block anyone in. No one told me I blocked people in, so we're good. Moving on. Bold prediction.
Bold prediction of the week is Jeremy Smithy blocks somebody else in this week.
I'm gonna
Just to
park
prove.
Please
way
don't
in
be
the edge.
that guy. If somebody parks like that again, we're gonna post pictures all over Facebook and call you out.
Lord, we're gonna get shamed on Facebook. Oh, snap.
And on the podcast.
I'm literally gonna make sure I park near no one. I'm gonna be like a 7-minute walk from the
Down the
field.
street.
I'm actually gonna park at my job at M Price across the street, and you guys cannot blame me. I will walk across the road, get hit by a car. The podcast will be 2 people.
You have a
for the rest of the
personalized license plate too, so it'd be real easy to tell.
Oh man. So do we have anything else? We about to wrap it up. Rosie, you got anything extra?
We got Brent sending me kickball from the 1970s when it was JFK and Emperor's Club. Like, what year was this? Like 1978? Jeez.
That was before my time.
That was before my
Brett,
time.
we'll save those for when you're here and you can talk about it.
And you can break them down for us. But if you're gonna bring that on, then you need to put the clips. I know you sent me the clips, but you gotta put something together so we can put the highlights together and do it this week in kickball history with you.
Yes, and also let's not forget that coaches, if your team was not talked about this week, which I know there was a good handful. I mean, we just said, hey, so and so beat yada yada. I'm gonna need you guys to either get a GoPro camera, videotape,
Do it on your phone.
or that.
That's what I did. I took a bunch of clips from my phone.
And it worked out. We got a couple. It's just they all came a little late. We'll work it out.
Yeah.
It's stuff we gotta iron out. But captains, make sure you get video. I don't even care if your other teammates do it. Just have it sent to you. Post it in the captain's thread. We'll give you the information, and you guys can have your stuff previewed on the show. Or you could be like Chris Peden and flopping your dong in front of a camera for.
I don't know why you thought it was so funny.
I thought
and
it
then you made a
I
gay
thought,
joke.
There
I
was
thought it was
3 people.
hilarious too.
No, I just thought it was good.
Okay.
Good at swallowing worms. There's nothing wrong
Yeah.
with that.
Huge shout out to the crew that was out at the Reggae Fest this weekend. They raised $1,250 for Relay. Great job. Thanks for making a showing for WAKA. We appreciate it. Relay appreciates it. Everybody appreciates it. So thanks so much. Brent's going to find out who the team was that had the most representatives there. And you guys, sorry Brent if I'm putting you on the spot here. You guys will get free beer at the bar 1 week after the games. So thanks so much. I don't think we have anything else for this week.
Have fun. Make us talk about you.
Yeah.
I'm going to run this every week until we're done talking about everyone.
Oh, we do have AJ posted
Yes.
a rookie guide.
AJ posted a rookie guide to the page. I read through it before the stream started. It's hilarious. He's got the lines posted on there as well. So if you want to look at the game's lines, you can look on there. Read through the guide. It's not satirical at all. It's very serious.
Very legit.
It's very serious, but no, it's hilarious. It's like not even a 5-minute read, but it's worth looking at.
You got Jeremy Edge as the cover photo. That's already a joke, so we're good.
Big shout out to Jeremy Edge for doing nothing this week. He wanted to make sure he got a shout out on the podcast, so I'll save it for the last minute. And he did nothing.
You gotta say John Lanief's name first. They came up to me this week and said when we were reading the rosters.
Oh yeah.
We were pressed for time. What do you want me to
No,
Sorry,
they were
Amanda. I
arguing
read right over your name.
No, we read their names. They were arguing over whose name was read first.
Oh my.
Yeah. Do the
Well,
best we can, man.
So this week it was Edge.
There
Last
you
week
go.
it was not.
There you
This
go,
is gonna
Edge.
be
You
next
got,
week.
you got your shout out for the week. So we look forward to seeing the footage you guys provide us with this upcoming week. I gotta drive back to Gloucester and it's 9:20.
Time for bed.
I think I'm gonna play some Madden, maybe a little bit of Call of Duty, and call it a night. So I'm pretty good. Rosie, what you got going on tonight? Nothing.
Going home, chilling.
Rosie's going home, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll go ahead and end it on that, guys.
All right. Good night, guys.
So for Josh
See you
Del Carr,
next week.
Jamie Lacrosse, Jeremy, and Rosie, that dude.
Top left.
Peace.